Alright, our tentative goal is to try to get to turn 127, because we started on turn 122.
Enacting my dark desires.
Lord of Nagaroth.
Wertha is still building up her army.
Beyond even quiet.
What?
You're healing a decent chunk, aren't you? I mean, you'll be fine.
Terrible
Okay.
concoctions.
We don't have sorcerer for a few more turns.
Mixing spells. Moving amongst them.
Let's do this. Alright, Malekith, Shadow Dart. They're getting ready to take that. Crone's playing tag down here. Midoressa, Wertha.
Command me.
Yes.
Admiral's chilling. You're heading towards Fortress of the Damned, where they are rebuilding. Admiral Parthok. I think we're going to bring him back over here. I would rather have a Shades building there to be able to recruit armies here, because we're going to have to go after this stuff. We just haven't really fought any battles this turn, ironically, have we?
Dry land.
And you can go chill up there. Fine, we're avoiding the pirates down south. We just want to keep an eye on what's happening. Okay, so these are incoming. They're going to fight a battle there next turn. We're going to fight a battle here. We're about to fight a battle there. Slaves, we lost about 1,000 this turn just because we didn't fight anything. That's fine. This all seems fine.
The 4 tokens.
Shuttle Legion is definitely interested.
You did.
What?
How are we doing strength-wise now? I think we're doing okay. We are up to 8 armies.
Lord of Nagaroth.
Fear my malice. I admire your darkness.
There's Alariel. Ambushing. They replaced it with Sigvald. Okay. Can't retreat. There we go. This is gonna ding me off a bit, but gotta watch out for those wolfhounds for sure. Basically kill everything but the aspiring champions and Sigvald. And kite Sigvald and the aspiring champions and shoot them in the back. General plan here.
Dreadlord!
Thought Siggy was someplace else. So I'm gonna do this, I guess.
We are ready.
Let's give this a whirl.
It is done. We understand. As you say. Shades.
Cold-blooded killers!
Dreadlord!
Already wiped some stuff out.
Shades! Eager for battle!
Shoot these Knights of the Brazen Throne. Those are priority for sure.
Dark Elves! Lord of Fear!
Scattered most of this so far.
Shades! Druki, forward! Druki, forward!
Bring
Dark
these over.
Elves! The merciless host! Murder awaits! Blood will flow! Shades! By Cain!
Bloody murder! Dealers in death!
Death! Bloody murder! Nagarothi! Slaughter them! Bloody murder! Dealers in death!
The merciless host!
Shades! Druki!
Shades!
Merciless warriors!
Yeah, there's army loss.
Battle ready!
Shades! Advance, Druki! Advancing!
Terror and death!
By Drakira! Murder awaits! Going!
I missed on both.
Tyrant! Shades!
They're all running.
Blood-drenched lord!
Most of this I don't think I'm able to catch. Let's see. Missed again.
Shades!
We got all the aspiring champions.
Black-hearted lord!
Dude, my man, just run from Sigvald. Make him chase you. He's disintegrating over here. They're almost.
Shades! We are ready!
Yeah, they're done. They're gone, and
Cold-blooded
they're
killers!
about to collapse. I don't think we're catching anything else significant. Valiant defeat, huh? Just one good news about Sigvald being demonic now. He is guaranteed to lose in the battle if he, the army loses. He can't escape and run away. Fortress of the Damned still probably, Palace of Princes, I think, is maybe what is, whatever that one is there. Still probably can't crack it with just this lord.
I require slaves.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to have at least one more army here, I think. Yeah.
Death and carnage await.
Good, I can kill that army. They'll try to ambush this one, probably. Gonna land attack with the Admiral supporting, yeah, no
Draw your
problem.
blades. We fight.
Again, they don't see the Admiral there.
Enslave.
Death Hag got wounded, okay. Now we know Eltharion's right over there,
Master of cruelty.
so we want to be careful.
Master of cruelty.
So we want you
Dread
to
Lord of Nagaroth.
pop out briefly.
I shall destroy!
Now you're running.
Slaughter! Death to all enemies!
Take them out easily enough.
Favored of the Witch King. What awaits me?
Put you back in.
A vile plan.
Malicious and
Until we can get the proper heroes, I'm just gonna max that out.
Witch King.
Alright, now Malekith can kill this.
I forbid.
This is also not a self-sufficient army.
Our time must
Killing this does not do as much as I'd like.
Death awaits them.
But it still is an army of theirs that's down, and therefore worth it.
I approve of these
Palace of Ruin can be easily conquered
cruelty
here.
and violence.
They must have like
Do not
nothing,
test
yeah.
me, repellent fool. This handsome face
The Fortress of the Damned is the one over there, that's right, that's right.
I admire
We're gonna
your
chill
dark.
over here.
Slaughter calls us. Their meager wealth is mine.
Now we just gotta renew the upgrading task. And start sprinting towards our next targets.
Crushing the
What now?
Mistress of Argonet.
And then at this point, I feel like we honestly just might as well.
Queen of Argonet.
We're gonna be ready to start fighting here in a second.
noble of Nagaroth.
Malicious and cruel. A black-hearted rogue.
Favored of the Witch
We're
King.
gonna make it so that we can recruit locally as well, which allows us to send off an army every 2 turns if needed. This is actually going to cost a lot to build another army. It's going to cost us another 5,000 gold, which we kind of don't have right now. So, we need to conquer some territory to make that attainable.
Morathi.
Morathi is a lot friendlier with us.
So time is of the essence.
You'll give me 5,000 gold to
Immediately.
join war with them. Okay. That's not treachery, because they broke... since they're the ones who broke the agreements, we can easily just do that without penalty.
Carnage awaits us. Feel Cain's gaze.
I don't really care what happens to the south down there. We'll duke that out while we're worried about everything else. coming, sweeping from the north here. That gives us some more money. Malekith, Shadow Dart, Eladan, Crone, Grey Vanquisher. They're going over that. We're going for Fortress of the Damned.
Dreadlord, awaiting command. Pick them apart!
I think I'm going to heal for a turn.
Lord of the Black Court.
Yeah, now I'm healing. Fortress of the Damned will still take, I think, 2 more turns. Unfortunate, but it is what it is.
Awaiting command. I have dark purpose.
We don't really need now. So we're going to put you on ice for the moment. I don't think they had anything. She didn't have anything special yet, just determined. Okay.
Priestess to the Druki.
Continue forth, heroes.
Witch elf priestess. Nagaroth is sorceress.
Malekith, Shadow Dart, blah 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 blah. So we do know there is Eltharion over there.
Lord of Nagaroth.
He has mischief on his mind. In theory, I could go take Serpent Jetty.
Don't care who you are.
You have 9 settlements. He's not at war with anyone, but it would mean declaring war on everyone. Okay, no, he's actually friends with World Walkers now. That's not... Okay, I don't want to declare war on all of Norsk quite yet. That's slightly later.
Dread Lord of the Druid.
Okay, yeah, you need a mission. We're gonna need more money before we can really start doing more stuff. I kinda want to go... Let's see what's going on down here.
Slaughter awaits.
Oh...
Landfolk are weak.
I think that I saw that and I just didn't acknowledge it because it's not actually at war, but they're probably going to declare war and fight. Man, I think I'm tired. I need to think things through more carefully. Daylight savings time switch always fun. So they're probably going to kill that now. Okay, that answers the question of what that animal's going to do, I guess.
I admire
Improve this, improve that. Yeah, you're scouting out, giving us information over here. And I want to know what's going on over here, basically. It all seems fine. Seducers and Slaanesh actually don't want to be friends with them. I want to take that over on Ulthuan.
What?
God made
They just don't give enough money to be worth worrying about.
tyrant of Nagaroth.
Deadwood. Money, money. Money. That'll give us more income next turn at a minimum. What do I want here? That. That, I guess. That seems fine. So we're making 5,000 return, which is good because this will cost like 5,000. Honestly, at this point, it's level 35. We can just start auto-leveling, auto-assigning scope once she'll get everything left.
I will aid you.
Doesn't really help us to look at what's
My
there.
cruelty knows no limits.
Okay, reach equals grasp. Seems like absolute, absolute power of Ward of Cain. Let's go for Ward of Cain. Good against the Wood Elves.
Overlord.
Just picking some stat bonus. Attack and defense, usually highest. Again, in theory we should, be trying to farm a name of power, but I don't want to deal with the loading right now, and it's just not necessary. So obviously, feel free to play around with that when you have this back.
I am the Witch King.
Maybe just using my mod has made me like, yeah, I don't want to deal with that RNG issues.
Behold my.
We don't have Slaughterlord, but we do have Blackguard here.
Mistress
Or Chief
of
Master.
Argonath.
I'm gonna do Strength through Sprite, because despite these getting the range bonus would be good, since they're the largest part of our army right now.
Malekith, King of Nagaroth.
Flamestorm.
Druki nobility.
There's no point in repairing that. The thing is, as you can see, we're close back up to the slave cap again. Which is going up. We're pretty close to getting 10,000 slaves here. Alright, as you see, the Admiral helps, so avoid too many casualties, which is good. We're probably going to get attacked several times here.
Let them know death's touch. Put them in chains.
I am Malekith.
No, we're not going to go with that. And we managed to get another ambush there.
My deals of death.
We're going to take this just for the heal, honestly. So now we've destroyed another 2 of their armies, but they still have the self-sustaining armies, which are going up for Crone right now, which is the main concern. The Rod of Briars, what used to be a Dwellish Below, that'd be amazing, but new one doesn't seem nearly as good. So let's just get the XP. And we're basically back up to full health here.
An affront to arrive.
That army's pretty beat up, isn't it?
Preparing to march.
Bloody-handed.
Let's bring Malekith over here. Crone over here. And if they come up, maybe we can take them out there. Help set an ambush.
Rest is for the weak, black-hearted dreadlord.
Move as fast as we can
What
to get to the
awaits
next
me?
targets here.
Your
Yeah, that army's not a threat to the Shades. Could wound us a bit, then we'll just recover. Sometimes you just gotta push fast like this.
We have a deal.
So I think
Ready to destroy.
at this point we just raid.
Dark Lord.
Lord of the Black Court.
If they attack us, great. If not, we can go for this in the next turn or two. How many settlements do they have left? They still have 3 more. There's 2 more. There they are up there. Okay.
Fear my malice.
And we're up to level. We gained 5 levels last turn. That's not bad. Again, we're going to skip the names of power for right now. Obviously, you should get them. They're just not as high of a priority right this second.
Yes.
Okay. We have plenty of money. Our Anlek's going to be able to handle that.
What? Cruel Dreadlord.
I don't think we actually want to keep this on this. We want to put them back. We don't want to be aerial targets, and we don't have enough. With all these other armies here, we can't go after anything else quite yet. We mainly just want to hold this beachhead and build up our forces still.
Master of cruelty.
So we're gonna, okay. This means we honestly just keep getting more forces. As soon as we have enough, we can actually seriously move in.
Cruel.
So you'll take a step out.
Anchors away. I approve of these dark deeds.
Improve that.
Dark and noble warrior. Yes.
And the next turn we can get some extra heroes and stuff.
Speak.
Okay, so
Moving.
now we should be able to move over here.
Tyrant of Nagara. Plotting a course.
Druki.
We're still in the Iron Foothills, okay.
Tyrant
Oh,
of
this guy
Nagara.
doesn't even have... No, it should be +3 recruit rank.
Go on.
Okay, it just didn't show it there. Yeah, that's basically a full army right there. It's just short 1 shade. We'll pick that up some other time.
Speaker of secrets.
Let's give it some troops. Let's move out. I should have done 2 points into the replenish troops, but... oh well.
My power is yours.
We can go grab that. We probably want something else eventually for... And once we have the funds, we'll make another army and send it to sweep the north down. We'll have to back sweep at some point, maybe. I don't know quite yet. I'll have to think about that. Okay, Malekith is fine. You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. We're getting a ton of slaves from the raiding there as well, so that should resolve any concerns along that front.
Command me.
And we're just doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Noble of Nagara.
That's the 2 base, 2 from the tower, and 2 from that. Yes, so 6 local recruitment. Pretty good.
Lord of the Black Court.
Lord of Fear.
This is technically a discount, 2% on each, so it'll pay for itself pretty quickly.
Lord of the Druki. Dreadlord of Nagara.
I guess the ship just moved off again. Okay, you know, I'm gonna stop
I admire your
questioning
darkness.
this. But we are going to need some other stuff here. Okay.
Unrestrained power.
They're all still trying to catch up.
Leaving.
I mean, I guess I renamed these both over here, didn't I?
Speak now. A foolish suggestion. Everyone.
Caravan continues.
How could I?
Didn't expect that to succeed, but figured I'd try.
Light of Avalon.
I don't think there's anything else worth trying there either. So we are going to want... Yeah, we're going to need some control here. Oh, we're up to low reliability, so hey, progress, right? Progress.
Masters, the gods smile.
Yeah, Reichland is way down there too, dude. Not liking us.
Yes.
Demon,
Speak.
Despoilers come.
the first.
And Malekith, let's just keep it. Let's get him a bit better personally.
I shall
The melee defense is, I find, to be very helpful. Avoids a lot of attacks, and I think it's an important thing to have points into. Dreaded Slaver once we have the basics. Master's shaping up pretty nicely.
yes.
Lord of the Black Court.
Imminent Rebellion, yeah, well, that sector's lost for the moment. Nothing we can do about that. Endgame crisis there, with like 4 or 5 stacks. I've killed 2. I feel like Alariel's about to attack here. And again, because the Admiral's able to support us, and they don't really see it, we're able to win this.
Destruction lies beyond.
And again, I found this out the hard way when I realized they couldn't see the black arc because they kept attacking and me forcing them away and attacking and forcing them away. It's like, well, fight or go do something else. This is just pestering me and I can't build anything. The arc couldn't recruit units, but they still were afraid of it. It was just a long protracted stalemate where I couldn't chase them onto land. I figured out ways later on around it, like parking a lord outside that looks vulnerable for them to attack, but... Okay, looks like they might have split up. If I can take this north section of the island, that'll basically give them 2 attack routes to safe defeat.
The
Yeah.
thrill of battle awaits.
Beastmaster. I think loyalty's only at +8, so this will get to 10 and it'll give bonus experience. I don't care about the item too much.
Behold my beauty. How could I?
Shardlands is about to rebel. Where's that? That's near Fortress of the Damned. Okay.
Malevolent Lord.
Okay, so we can't attack there.
My journey
We can
begins.
move here. And then if we
Useless
attack with the
dragon.
Admiral,
Nagaron!
is this sufficient? No. Guess settlement defenses plus his armies, but that's why we brought a 3rd army along.
Dreadlord.
Look like they can make it innately.
enacting my dark desires. Onwards! Onwards!
Black-hearted Dreadlord.
Dreadlord, awaiting command.
Really? Come on. I need you in this fight.
Move, you maggots!
I approve of these.
There we go. Bringing the third army into tips
We will
decisively
make
in our
them
favor.
bleed.
That's
Bring me
overkill. I
that
should have done
treasure.
something with the slaves first. Oh well. So you can't, I mean, all you can really do is get a small amount of treasury from it, really. It's pretty minimal.
I am beyond defeat!
Okay, so you're going to... You're all fine.
Dreadlord
For
of
healing.
Nagara.
I think I want the ability to recruit heroes, so I'm just going to do that. You see we're up to 65,000 now after winning these fights.
I have prevailed.
Okay, so
Bloody-handed priestess. Moving out.
ambush over here. If they attack Venom Blade, is that annoying? Yes.
A discordant song.
But if they capture it, then that's a way to kill their army. I'll trade that right now.
Death is coming.
For the Witch King. Carnage and bloodshed.
I didn't do
await.
anything with the slaves again, did I?
Feast on your spoils.
Oh well. Problems is yeah. Yeah, but you know, on the plus side, we're hit the 10,000 slave mark, which is the final mark, which is the biggest bonuses to construction and stuff. These guys just need like one turn to heal at some point. You can see we're pushing pretty far this way. We're about to deal with a lot of stuff over here.
Yes.
You can move a tiny bit
Such
further,
slaughter
can't you?
awaits. Dreadlord.
For Nagara.
We have to pop it out and back in.
Favored of the Witch King. I command the winds.
Dark magic.
Might have to siege down Rakta Gorge a turn or two, or
The whispers
you
say
can assault
no.
it, I assume, but with a level 1 lord. And without good magic, it's obviously going to be more difficult.
Nagaroth nobility.
Worth is doing okay down here. Recruit 6 more units.
Dark deeds.
Oh, we didn't get our units here.
Cruelty and violence.
Because of the battle. Like, if there's a battle, it stops you from recruiting units as well. That's another problem.
Dreadlord of Nagara.
But
Such
now we have
terrible
a pair of
concoction.
death hags and sorceresses we can pop into these armies and commence the invasion of Ulthuan,
Bride of madness.
which I will probably just leave to you since it's half the fun. You have your beachhead, and I just need to make the most of it.
My dark heart is yours. Who
Okay.
seeks my malice?
You could also just transfer all that army to there and move on, but I kind of wanted the Admiral to have the ability to attack stuff at sea if needed, and we could build out from that. There's also a bug where the Admiral doesn't benefit from their own recruit rank aura, so the Admiral recruiting to refill his ranks gets worse units than otherwise, so that's awkward as well.
Noble boar.
So we're doing great over here. And over here. And over here. I would recruit more heroes, but we're at the death hat capacity and we actually don't have more sorceresses of fire available right now, ironically. That upgrade doesn't do anything. I'm never going to recruit the level 3, but I just kind of wanted to stop bothering me. See, we're up to about 50,000 income per turn now. -8 provincial instability, so this will turn out alright. We don't have anything else we can spend money on right now. But we are recruiting a little bit over there, and a lot down here. And our armies are going forth and conquering.
Tyrant of Nagaroth.
You can do that. I guess we can do another... Oh yes, we have the heroes.
Black-hearted dreadnought.
Okay, you're still chasing after them.
Setting forth.
They've almost caught up.
Death hag. Bride of madness.
As you can see over here, we're basically healing to full. Actually, it's still not going to be quite there, but
Bloodshed becomes
really close to healing to full. That just pushes forward. Eventually, you're going to have to worry about exposing your belly to underbelly to Norska, so we'll need to make another army or two and send him to take over Norska, but you can keep pushing east over there, pushing south towards Ulthuan there, and you got another war front over here. I think that's pretty good shape. We'll let this roll over, see if there's anything particularly interesting we can do next turn, and step back.
I have better things to do.
Anything diplomacy-wise of interest. The war hosts, yeah, I'm gonna do that.
The eye of Sirion is already
There's a lot of vassals he has.
when I will hear it from your chaos. The Four Token.
I don't actually want to befriend other people, but
Slaughter the sheep.
Hellish power.
Morathic.
Fool. God. Demon Prince.
that's another 2,000 gold or whatever, right? So, alright, last round of this fun.
Vicious and
You have some...
Fear my mouth.
I'm just picking this up in case he needs to recruit Dread Spheres as a front line if he can't pick up Shades for some reason.
Cruel and
Unknowable, we definitely want that. Raid Leader. They're not near rank 7 yet, so I don't think we need to rush towards Ravager rewards. So Dread Slaver would be good. Oh, and we also finished researching Hit and Run, so you do have some artillery, so I'd say... Yeah, we don't have much artillery though, so I'd probably skip this. This is pretty good, 10% movement range. Exotic Beast, Tight Armor, 10 armor for Shades is nice. Hunt Outlaws. I would probably finish these and get this, because that reduces slaves used by buildings 25% all provinces. So I would suggest you focus on this. We're also up to 176% research rate. I think you started at 114%. So that's another big upgrade we got there.
noble born.
Masters,
Tyrant of Nagaroth.
Purple Sun.
a bloodthirsty fiend. A
Yeah.
black-hearted rogue.
So you can see, yeah, it adds on an extra 10 armor and 4 speed and an extra 19 range. So now these Shades at rank 7, they outrange Sea Guards slightly and almost match the range. They're 11 short of Shadow Warriors and Archers and Sisters. They're a lot closer. They don't have to suffer through quite as much withering fire before being able to return fire.
Dark purpose.
I just find fire useful because it has a lot of different
Malicious.
spells. You have Burning Head for chaff deletion.
Malicious and cruel.
You have Piercing Bolts of Ruin for precise strikes. I'm kind of tempted to do this, but just to have enough slaves. Yeah, it's fine. But now that you're at the 10k mark, if you can maintain that, yeah, it's minus 25% construction cost, minus 4 all times the catches, minus 6 control all provinces, but seem to be handling that okay. Alright, This is potentially the last turn of this video. Grand Hierophant showing up in Racto Gorge. Okay, yeah, well, it's not going to save you. They're all running away, but again, we got 2 armies down south and 2 armies up north. They can push together. Yeah, you're going to attack it.
We will make that
Sets it back to level 1. They captured it. Perfect. Perfect. And they attacked. Perfect.
Death and carnage await.
No, we're below the maximum percent now because we just lost the settlement. Okay, so we'll heal a little bit, but not a ton. I think any healing is worth it. We need to get a hag over to her. Alright, they think this is a spot for them to run rampant, but it's not. Malekith will take that out. Then you'll have to fight that. Again, if you're holding the line over here, you're pushing to the east, you're pushing on Ulthuan, and you have an army that can take it down from the west over there. Everyone's loyalty seems generally fine. This might be useful. Let's see. 3,000 more gold a turn. Yeah, okay. Skull helmet. Sure, we could use it. Illyrian is fighting with us. Great, no problem. Expected. This will be crushable easily enough. If they attack that, we kill it.
An impossible path.
Yeah, so then like up here, for example,
My power is
just combine all of these,
Moving amongst them.
and on an open field, you should be able to win this battle. Fighting it against the city would be probably rough,
for Naggaroth.
but if you siege it a turn or two, you should be fine, I think. Malekith, yeah, can take that. Over here, you're just going to keep rushing for the Silver Tower of Sorcerers. These 2 people can go for the Palace of Princes. The Admiral can sneak up west and offer support, take the Folly of Malefax. No, he's Sigvald's nearly done.
Desires.
Yeah, Crone just doesn't heal in this area, basically. But you could, honestly, since they don't have other armies, you could move north and take, like, Shrotek Mount and then Kragoth Deep. Otherwise, you're going to have to worry about that. Or you could raise another army. It's up to you. You have a lot of calls here. These guys are moving west.
Cruel Dreadlord.
She's ready to go, like, start attacking these gates, basically, or taking, like, the Shrine of Kurnus or whatever, you know, the northern old one.
Words cannot conceal the...
Yeah, basically their armies are not in very good shape right now. So this is a moment. You've beaten them back. You can go for Phoenix Gate. These all. Admiral can keep recruiting more units. Seems like a pretty good situation. We're laying siege up here. This just is getting some new units. You can keep building the army. This Admiral's defending. By the way, very lore appropriate point, Tor Anlek, if you're not aware. Anarion himself once sat upon the throne of Tor Anlek, so, you know, important place. Let's see, the other admirals, right, they're doing their own thing. You're up there supporting that. You can just crank out armies in 2 turns at Naggaroth as needed. He's just kind of chilling. You can go send him wherever you want. Have him start attacking Norskor, build armies there. Have him go support an invasion, taking out Be'lakor over there.
What now?
This is another admiral. You can send whatever. Have him send south. Go support from like over here. Have him support the land battles.
Naggaroth is sorceress.
Sorcerers. Yeah, these heroes over here.
My dark heart
Those
is
two are
yours.
going there. You have a few assassin scouts. You can get more if you're worried about slaves, but they're not really worth it in terms of money. Like an assassin generates 20 slaves, but 20 slaves per turn only equates to about 140 gold, basically, and you often pay more than that for the hero upkeep, so...
Your need?
preparing madness.
Death hag.
Yeah, see, these are 265, so...
Noxious potion.
Yeah, so that's where you stand. You have 16k in the bank. You can fight at least one more battle there. More battles here soon. You're still making 5,000 gold a turn. You still have some more things you can upgrade. And you were at the over the 10,000 slave mark last time. And you're losing 2,000 a turn now. But as long as you keep fighting, you only need to win like 3 battles a turn. And you have 9 armies plus some black arcs, right? So, oh, and you're getting like 200 from buildings as well. So, anyway, hope this has been interesting. But yeah, I think you're in a much better spot here, and it's been 15 turns.